Hello everybody and welcome back to NASCAR Thunder 2003. We are here at the Michigan International Speedway, which looks completely different from how it does now in terms of the around the track. Of course, we got the grandstands that wrap all the way around turns 3 and 4. We've got grandstands in the middle of pit road that are gone now. And actually there is a grandstand here in turn 4 coming out of 4 that I actually don't even remember. I don't remember this one at all right here to the left-hand side, so that's how different things are. Of course, that's very 2D thin scoring pylons no longer there. Of course, I don't ever think it was that thin. Just for reference, this is actually the second time I've tried to record this. I got a couple laps in on my first take, but then actually had a crash happen, so hopefully it stays stable enough for me to run this entire race and get recorded. Of course, if you're watching this version, it means it did. Get through 3 and 4 for the second time. I'm not going to qualify well, however, I had pretty decent speed in those first couple laps. Let's see where we are.
You got a lot of work to do in this race.
P37 for the race.
MRN is coming to you live from Michigan International Speedway for today's Sirius Satellite Radio 400. Michigan always produces some great racing. What do you think, Barney?
This track is wide and fast. We may even see some guys go 3 and even 4 wide. There are several grooves to choose from here at Michigan.
Jeremy Mayfield experienced an up-and-down year in 2000. He had 12 top 10s and 4 poles, but also had 11 DNFs.
He was either running up front with the leaders or taking an early exit. Those wins are great, but each DNF is exactly the opposite and can take a driver out of a points race real quick.
The Delphi car must have had problems in qualifying this week.
You're right, it's going to be tough for him. You get so used to starting up front, and then you have an off week and you have to start towards the back. Then when race day comes, you feel like you passed 1,000 cars at the end. And worse yet, sometimes you never make it to the front.
Frank Kimmel is having some trouble in the points this year.
And of course, nobody wants to be on the bottom of that points list. He'll have to work extra hard to pick up spots. Not an easy task to dig yourself out of a hole in this series.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
So Mark Martin, who is already doing really well in the points so far this year, will lead us to the green flag. And I don't know what they're talking about. We have never qualified well in just about anywhere, but especially on these super speedways or speedways in general. But never mind that. Green flag is out and we are racing in the Irish Hills of Michigan. Slow start, kind of expected that. The setup I put in the car is more for top speed instead of acceleration, so I figured our start would be slow. Racing with Bobby Hamilton here down the back straightaway into turn 3 is, whoa, big checkup. Had to really get on the brakes there. And we're still going to go flying by a couple cars here. If you've ever watched me race at Michigan and iRacing, you know at Michigan I love racing the high line, so I'm going to try to go up there probably starting here. I've always been someone who likes running the high line at Michigan. The middle high line, you know, here above, it's just much more comfortable for me. I'm not sure why. 3 and 4, I kind of run a little bit closer to the bottom, actually. It's always been a little different for me at these tracks. Actually dove it in there a little too high there, trying to stay the outside of Steve Park. Still going to get through here pretty well, get alongside the Sirius car. Side by side, trying to use Shane Hall for some draft, however not doing exactly what I would like it to. Of course, our engine upgrade coming, I want to say, after this race, so then we'll get to be able to start building some engines. The whole train of AI cars just went to that middle high line coming out of the corner. Made a little bit of contact there with Jeff Green. Take the little higher line through 3 and 4 because it seems like we can get a better run there in the beginning and middle of the corner compared to the AI.
It's still there. It's 7 cars.
P35 now.
Clear. Okay, you got some driving to do. The leader has about 10 seconds on us.
We are trying, my dude. Oh, caught him big time there. Slip up there in between the 21 and 98. Got a 3 wide action up ahead of us. Continue to drive 3 wide. We're going to dive it in there. Much more momentum there. Greg Biffle was looking to gain a few spots there, or hold on to some spots. Going to lose out big time here as he's put in the middle 3 wide between myself and Casey Kane.
Way to get around him, buddy. All clear, buddy.
Gonna get past him there. Nearly ran into the back of Mike Skinner into turn 1. Wasn't sure what lane he was going. He was going to go high, I was going to go low, but looks like he ended up going low instead, and now we can work on this group right here. We'll try the inside line here, see what we can do with that.
Number 45. Just pull over your back.
Might work out for us a little bit. However, it kind of killed our momentum when we got up to the back of the 21, because these older NASCAR games, they used to really auto slow you down when you got to the back of somebody. You couldn't just slam into somebody if you were faster, or it's like the game did everything it could to try to slow you down. It's really weird.
Okay, we're clear. Your right front tire's a little worn. Careful now.
Here we go. High side. Yes, no. So close to the wall. All right, that was a little too high. We learned our lesson there. Too high.
Your pace is falling off. Pick it up a little.
Lost a ton of momentum there. Now we got Steve Park and Kyle Petty up to the back of us. However, we seem to gain it all back there in turns 1 and 2. Got a really good run. There's still 3 wide. Let's go down to the inside line. Try that on Todd Bodine and John Andretti. I completely blanked on the name for a second. I knew it was an Andretti. I just completely forgot what his first name was. I almost said Michael, which would have been weird. It looks like on lap 7, a couple cars starting to come to pit road. With how bad the tires were at the end of the Pocono race, I think I might want to stay out a little longer. Don't try the undercut again, because, man, were we slow at the end of Pocono, and we still seem to have some relatively decent pace to get past some of these guys here. Try to work on Jeff Green now. Lost a good bit of momentum there. I think Jeff's coming into the pits. No, just really slowed down at the beginning of that corner. Doesn't really look like anyone's joining pit road this time. 1 car in the back, maybe, I think.
Stay focused, buddy. Car inside. Cars entering the track ahead.
There we go. There's the run we need out of turn 2. Get alongside Jeff Green here. Nope.
Clear on both sides. That's 1 more down.
There we go. Finally going to get past Jeff Green here. We'll do a little bit of a crossover move. Work our way back up to the high side to try to keep our momentum up. And now we can work on Elliott Sadler. All right, we got the patented AI low line. halfway down the back straightaway, so Elliott Sadler's going to come in and pit this time as we come to halfway here. Good couple of cars pitting. I see Steve Park pitting as well in the back, so that puts us up to P18, and we are now halfway into this race as Jerry Nadeau, that's his name, forgot it again, I got it mixed up again almost. Jerry Nadeau gets to our inside. And a ton of cars pitting, just about everybody except for the leader and a couple other cars going to stay out. Oh, wow. Pushed up the track quite a bit there. We'll go ahead and stay out for at least another lap. I actually wanted to pit. I wanted to pit, but I can't. I'm stuck up high. We gotta try to get low here so we can get to pit lane. We have taken the lead of the race, but it's not like we can do any more laps, and obviously we are as slow as can be right now. We may have pushed it too far. Oh shit! Sorry, Todd! So you see our tires, they are both red. I very much did not mean to get into Todd Bodine there. So we head into 3 here. Alright, let's bring it. Pit road. Into the pits we come here. Gotta slow it down. 70. Got it. Alright, so I don't think we need... We'll go with 1.5 because I don't think we need fuel. I just want to make it a little looser. And, alright, let's try to have a good pit stop, boys. At what point? There we go. Wow, that is a long time to release. That is not where the pit exit is at MIS. That is weird. It looks like we're gonna barely stay on the lead lap here. We dropped a lot of positions. Let's see if we can stay ahead of the leader here. We're gonna have fresher tires. The 6 and the 88 battle. No, do not get past me. I want to stay on the lead lap. I want to live. We're gonna fly past the 16. I don't know how many cars we'll get back, how many positions we get back, but the odds are we are gonna absolutely fly by the cars we do. No! Go away, both of you! And there goes the lead lap. Damn it! Oh shit! Sorry, Dale! Wow, they checked up so much in front of me. Casey Kane and Bobby Hamilton just held up Dale so much in front of me. I just rammed into the back of Dale Jarrett. That was a case of the game not being able to do its little thing where it slows you down in time, because came in there with an absolute crap ton of momentum and doing it again. This guy's really, really holding up the leaders. We're going to get our lap back, actually. And get past Casey Kane in the process. So even though we're fast, and actually just a couple laps ago I ran my fastest lap of the race, it's going to be too little too late, and we made a big mistake by staying out as long as we did. I take full responsibility for this one. We did the undercut at Pocono, ended up not being as fast as I wanted to at the end, and we just went to the complete opposite end of the spectrum, and man, is it going to slow us up big time. It's going to cost us big time, rather. Because we are not going to be able to stay, even get a top 30 out of this. We're barely going to be better than we started. Oh my god, I really screwed up. As Ryan Newman gets underneath us here, he's going to take the lead. And all of a sudden, this just became our last lap, actually. And yeah, Ryan Newman is going to win the Sirius Satellite 400, and we're going to come home P36. And man, I'm very disappointed with myself.
The race came down to the wire with a very close finish.
Yeah, watching that last lap, I thought we were going to have a photo finish. That was close.
The Delphi car probably isn't too happy about his finish here.
He stayed in the fight all race long. Things just never quite went his way.
From all of us here at EA Sports and MRN, thanks for joining us today. We'll see you next week at the Infineon Raceway.
Well, unfortunately, it's my own fault that we had a very, very disappointing end to that race. Down now to P24 in the standings now. Yeah, that's, you know, I take full responsibility for that one. That was a bad call on my part. Bright side, though, let's move forward. Let's put Michigan, the first Michigan race behind us. Let's go ahead, do some R&D stuff here. So we have 1.3 million. We have done tire wear, and we have done engine power. That's what just completed. I think I want to focus more on the chassis again, since we're going to be building new engines right now. Let's see here. These are actually the lowest amount ones, so we might be able to do those relatively quick, actually. So let's go with downforce. Yeah, we can get that done in 3 races for less than $500,000. So let's go ahead and research that. So this way, I think what we'll do is we'll try to do 2 chassis upgrades kind of quickly, and then we can start to build new chassis. So that is going to be the plan. Let's go ahead, modify the car here. We'll stick with this engine for Sonoma, and we'll go with our new chassis. But now we get to build a new engine. So our current inventory, our current best, I think it's like a 53 when that engine's at 100%. But with this, it'll be up to a 56. So that's a pretty big gap improvement for us. 168 to get that done in 3 races. Yes, please. We're kind of going to be screwed here on the engine front for a couple races here. Oops, I don't want to sell. So, just looking at overhaul here, 53, 53, 55. But if we repair it, 51, 53, 55. So let's go ahead, overhaul engine number 4. Get that done within 2 races. So we can try to have some stuff here quickly. And chassis, we're going to leave that as is for now. So that should be good for now. And we still have $400,000 in the bank, so we spent a lot of money in this episode, but I think it's going to be for the best. I think we're getting on a right track. And up next is Sonoma, and it's the Dodge Save Mart 350. It's a race I have very, very much been looking forward to. I think we have a really good shot to do well there. So that's going to do it for this video. If you liked this video, leave a like, and I will see you next time. Subscribe as well, by the way, for more NASCAR Thunder 2003. You don't want to miss a potential great run at Sonoma, do you? But anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!